What's up? So much has happened since my last freaking long video about what's been going on in life and stuff. So, I don't know what direction this video is gonna go, but what's up? Life has been eccentrically amazing and a lot lately. Where to even start? School. I'm taking Spanish 2 right now. Between 20 and 40 homeworks per week, and I'm not joking. It's been 2 weeks of school. It says on my thing online that I've completed, I'm gonna pull it up and show y'all. Completed tons of freaking homework, like 100 freaking homeworks in just 2 weeks, but it's only for 7 weeks. So instead of a 14-week course, it's a 7-week course. I want to bring that up. There we go. 107 accomplished in 10 hours of some doing time. Now, let me tell you, that's not reading the freaking book. That's just doing homework. And I had a test last week, and I don't know what the freaking grade is because the teacher has been on vacation since the beginning of the term. She's overseas or something regarding a wedding. So we've had a substitute pretty much all year so far. And my read butt totally freaking close. That's where my music was coming from. That's fine though. This week has been a lot for me. Not in a negative or positive way. Kind of neutral. This air quality thing. Okay, so I quit smoking on Halloween of last year, so 8 months ago. And before that, I had lung damage from methane gas, from exhaust gas, from driving Uber and a horrible vehicle of the variety for a while, black mold, and shit like that from our Osceola house. So I finally have gotten to a place in the last 8 months where I don't need my inhalers every day, which is amazing. I don't want to use them at all. So just being outside a few days ago, just going to and from the grocery store, a block there and a block back, was pretty rough on my lungs. So I'm not going outside until it's safe to freaking go outside. Which is kind of nuts because I run drum circle. I have most of the drums, but at the same time, if the weather is still funky on Wednesday, somebody can come get the drums if they want. But I'm not going to be exposing myself to the smokiness of outside, which brings me on to another thing. I was hoping to go see somebody that I haven't seen in 25, 26 years this weekend at the same time. If the freaking air quality doesn't clear up, I'm not going. It's not worth the risk type shit. Ashton's leaving in the morning. He's gonna go to Sandusky. They were gonna go to Cedar Point. This music back on. But instead of Cedar Point, they're going to some kind of water park. So, indoor, outdoor water park. Dear Q, why aren't you allowing me to log in? Anyway, so also regarding school. So President Trump signed that big, beautiful bill thingy majiggy last year, whatever. Well, it went into, it came into action, I guess, in this month, the 1st of July. And so I still have yet to see my funding. So my college is like, oh, we know that you're supposed to have funding. We know that you're going to have funding, but the funding's not here. And something to do with big, beautiful freaking bill. And they're giving me another 3.5 weeks to pay my bill. That's not, anyway. Good times with that. The cat, my cat, she's 8-9 years old now. Sally, she has been going through this lick stage, bleed stage, and lick stage, consistently since couple months now. Ashton and I keep on putting a makeshift freaking cone on her head, and making sure that her freaking scabs are clean according to different animal doctors. We're supposed to just keep her in her freaking plate thingy so she can't keep licking herself until all of her scabs are healed. And of course she got the plate off today. Her whole back is just raw, and I don't know what to do about this cat, because even if I take her to the vet's gonna tell me the same shit that we're already doing for this cat. Dear my computer, why aren't you letting me log in? Interesting. So through this, I'm glad that my frickin' rent is paid. I pay it usually 6 months in advance when I get my financial aid and whatnot, which is awesome. I did get a bunch of financial aid stuff back for the fall term, not in my bank account or anything, just on paper, which is, they're going to pay for my school. So, I got a scholarship for honor, scholarship for President's Award, I think, scholarship for Jeanette Rankin Foundation, and quite a few grants and things from the Pell Grant and a couple more things. It totaled like 18,000 something, which is absolutely excellente. Legit, my computer is not letting me log in. Dear computer, I need you for school today too, as well as anyway, besides that, I went to the dentist last week, and it was the first time I was able to get into a dentist here in Michigan. So it's been 3 years since we've lived in Michigan, 3.5 years since we moved to Michigan. So my teeth were kind of like not the best. I'm not a big fluoride person. I'm not a big go brush my teeth person type shit. Thanks, computer. So I lost another tooth, which, can you tell? Whatever. If you can, cool. If you can't, I don't know. Yeah. But that shit hurt. It hurt a lot. I had a freaking infection all the way up into here. So between school, financial aid not coming, like, literally, we're living off of whatever we can right now. Like, I've been thanking the universe that we have food stamps. I'm thanking the universe that people actually do buy some stuff that I make artistically. I'm glad that I did stick some money away, because it's gone now. But hopefully I'll be able to see the $600 that my school is supposed to be giving me for the summer term. Hopefully I'll be able to see some of that here soon, to at least get a few things around the house, like stock up on some toilet paper and some paper towels, and get a few things that I've been wanting to pay my son back. I borrowed $100 from my son just so I could buy my freaking Spanish book. But good things that have been going on. I mean, drum circle. We have had multiple successful drum circles. This past Wednesday was pretty lit. I did have to take the video down because of a family something going on with they're choosing not to have their picture videos up. That's fine. I didn't know that. I wish I would have known that before I took the videos last week, but that's okay. The drum circle before that, it's the day I got my tooth pulled, so I showed up and it was like 90 some degrees, and I ended up just going back home. So I don't think anybody else showed up that day. If they did, cool. If they didn't, okay. But we've got a pretty good group going. It seems like there's like 10, 20 people that are normals, but like they aren't normal, if that makes sense. Like they'll come every other week, every third week, whenever they feel like it, but they're not like the main 10 people. Does that make sense? Like my nephew, he's been to a few drum circles, but he's not there every week. There's a couple drummers from South Bend and back from the Eclectic. Those days, they've stopped in a few times, so it's been pretty lit. We're still trying to get funding for the Chalk It Up non-for-profit. So Drum Circle runs out of the Chalk It Up. Chalk It Up is the name I have gotten for our non-for-profit. The name means to chalk it up, like have creative moments together, and also like leave your shit at the fucking door and have some peace with us while we're being creative and amazing type shit. Today has been a roller coaster. I found a table by the dumpster yesterday, and I knew Gage was coming to get Uncle Tom's table that was in my room to take to his apartment. Well, Uncle Tom's table is a chalkboard table, and it's 5 foot by, I think, 1.5 feet. And this table that I just got out of the trash, I know it sounds crazy. I just got this table out of the trash today. It's 4 foot by 2 foot, and it fits in my room better. And it's higher off the ground, so I can fit more stuff under it. I've already painted it, so it can glow in the black light type shit. I'll flip the camera. Yeah, so I already put stuff under it. Not neat. Cool, huh? So, anyway. But anyway, we're still raising money for Chalk It Up. We have necklaces and bracelets. No, necklaces and earrings for sale. Some candle holders and stuff like that, which I'm probably gonna get my ass in gear, maybe put them online. Fuck it. I did laundry today, hence the whiteness of the Ness variety sticking out there. We've been Chalk It Up of the variety. We've been going to the farmer's market in Niles, except for this week because the freaking weather, the freaking air quality. But they've given us a free area. The lady that runs the farmer's market, she loves us. That's a wonderful thing. So we've been going there when it's pertinent. Some of the homeless people will be setting up their art, trying to sell their wares also at our booth, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Sorry for umming to death. Tyler and Gage's birthdays were this month. Tyler turned 25. I made him a card. Said it's funnier than 24. 25. Of course, drew SpongeBob and Patrick. Made a cool slide card for him. And a really groovy piece of drywall that's painted with some blacklight shit. And I made Gage a blacklight drywall piece as well. With a 21 Pilots album cover on it, which is pretty sick. Let's see. The cats for some reason have been taking out this frickin', okay, not cats, okay, one singular thing. Okay, so I cannot prove that Sally's the one peeing on all of my things that have been peed on, but I've caught her standing on a box of chalk and taking a piss on my floor. So, like, I don't know if this cat really thinks that it's my fault that she's wearing a freaking plate around her neck so she don't lick herself. I'm not the one that originally put it on her. My son Ashton did. I'm just reinforcing it because she, as soon as the plate leaves her freaking head, she's licking herself raw somewhere and bleeding. So, that's been a fucking fun thing, keeping drum circle stuff and chalk stuff separate from other stuff, and then monitoring my cat as she's awake when she's in my room. It's just like, she's an old bat and she's acting like a little fucking kid. Like, she'll jump up on the table. Like, this dollar was laying on the table just a few minutes ago before I shoot her out of the freaking door so I could do this video without being more distracted, and she was taking her tail. Like, oh my god. But, I mean, I get it. She's reflecting. So, I mean, I'm not mad. It's just like, dude, come on, you know? My diet, I've been changing my diet quite often. I figure I'm probably going to change my diet until I figure out what's really, really, really working for me. But it seems that the diet I'm on plus what I've already integrated into my life is working the best. I allow myself 1,500 calories per day, 4+ of these per day. My breakfast is normally 2 eggs, 4 egg whites, a half a cup of Greek yogurt blended with salt and pepper with a stick blender. I take a piece of parchment paper, and I put it in a little casserole type thing, and if I want vegetables, I put vegetables in, and then I dump the freaking eggs on. If I want a cheese flavor, I don't like cheese really that much anymore. I don't sound fucking nuts, but the yeast, the nutritional yeast is pretty good. Tastes like freaking cheese, but I normally scrap cheese. Just eggs and vegetables is really good. And then my lunch and dinner type shit is whatever vegetables I want to throw in the air fryer together with whatever seasoning I got. So many different seasonings. Greek seasoning, ranch seasoning, freaking Kinder, Montreal steak, so many different seasonings. Changing it up every meal or so, even though I really do like the Greek seasoning a lot. Seasoning is 0 calories, so a whole 4 cups of freaking vegetables in an air fryer, 100 calories? Maybe? And I mix about a cup of Greek yogurt into a very huge bowl of vegetables when I am eating my lunch and dinner. So it's like, my protein is eggs, Greek yogurt, pretty much lately. With my snacks being some fruit and vegetables, sometimes more vegetables. And that sounds nuts, but it's like, I'll start eating potato chips and they taste good, but it's like, the feeling that I get while I'm eating them is so, like, blah instead of energetic, and the other foods that I eat are very humbling, and they don't sit on my gut for too long, and just, I feel like I'm getting fuel, like, consistently. I've been slightly harassed. To me, it's harassment. Okay, listen to me on this. Okay, it may not be harassment. There are people out there. I'm glad y'all are, what's the word? Useful with your language. Me being either an addict or an alcoholic most of my life up until 2+ years ago, and overweight, etc. I'm not used to hearing positive things in that nature regarding me unless like I'm in a relationship. And it's uncomfortable. I know it sounds weird, but it is. It's uncomfortable. But not all compliments / people saying any things to me. Like, for example, somebody might say like, hey, you look like you've really like been working hard doing what you're doing with your diet and stuff. Great. Dude from the other day, girl, you be looking thick lately. Yeah, I know. I've been doing my squats. And then dude calls me baby, and I correct him with my first name, and my neighbor gets mad because I corrected him with my name because I didn't want him to call me a fucking pet name. Anyway. So, diet's good, school's good. Ashton's going out of town. That's kind of good. Kind of need some alone time. Yes. I'm really wanting my freaking fall classes to start because those classes seem way more fun. No me gusta español on this freaking summer of Ness. I know it might seem like I know Spanish just by saying that. Okay. Mi mamá is Shyla. Okay, yeah, I can say what my name is, where I'm from, and talk about the kids, and I get the difference between huevos and huevos. Okay, do you? But most of my Spanglish growing up was Washington High School Spanish, and then Workforce America / my stepdad Spanish. So un poco español in my life. At the same time, I'm in week 3 of 7. So I'm just gonna fucking bite the bullet and finish the Spanish class. I might not know more about Spanish when I'm done. Who knows? So we've also been going to this thing called The Table on Thursday when the fucking air quality is good. I guess I don't know how the table started, but it's people from town have volunteered to feed the community once a week. And so the people that show up are homeless, are teenagers, because why not? Elderly, people that just want something to do, things like that. Really awesome people. So between Drum Circle on Wednesdays and The Table on Thursdays, and then taking art supplies downtown a couple times a week, at least usually, not this week though because of the freaking air quality, I can barely walk out of my house without 5 people saying good morning or vice versa within 2 blocks. And I'm kind of glad that the freaking air quality is kind of rough right now because I'm not going outside walking my steps, which I really want to be doing that. I'm kind of getting a little stir crazy in the apartment. I almost went down to the basement to walk the basement earlier. But it's just kind of odd. I'm like a local celebrity, and I didn't mean to be. I did realize, though, if I want a nice stroll and people to kind of leave me be, I get to go to the freaking cemetery. I mean, I dance to the cemetery here and there regardless. Just, I don't know. I never thought of it to be similar to, get away from people knowing who I am. My grandfather is my only surviving grandfather that's alive. No more grandmas, no more grandpas, just, well, I guess I have a step-grandmother. But, my mom's father is still alive, and I guess he wrecked his car last week. Totaled it. I didn't ask questions. I heard he's okay, and the car is not okay. So there's that. But yeah, anyway, I was going to talk about today specifically. Today, I took a fucking table out of the trash, painted it. Gage came and got a different table, took that home. Freaking, I did laundry, which I did major freaking leg stuffs while I did laundry. Not major. I was kind of disappointed that there was not more laundry to do. More freaking exercises with my legs today, but, see, I made a 8.5 by 11 inch postcard for the first time ever. Mailed that. I did some more shit. I did a lot of shit today. Just some like dirt. Clean the house. Play the drum. Well, the drum. Okay, so I have a belt, a cymbal belt that the elastic was stretched, so I took the cymbals off of it. So they're in pieces. I've been practicing on different canvases on how these actually sound. For example, here's a heart picture that, anyway, so it's like this, and depending on what it's resting on, makes different vibrations. So I've been messing with that, and then I've been playing with this tea container. Man, a drum can be anything, you know. With us having drum circle every week, people are like, oh, well, do we need to bring a drum? Well, no, but at the same time, if you don't have one, you know, we have things we can use as drums. Type shit. I noticed that maybe I should practice slower songs when I'm at home, because when I be like, that's pretty normal beat, right? I'll turn Travis Barker on and be like, it's fine, it's fine. But, no, I was thinking practicing with slower beated songs, so this way I can hold up a beat during drum circle instead of some old person. Wait a minute. What if I can just put a fucking beat on my phone? So Ashton, he is going to be working with Spiro, which is one of the non-for-profits here in town. He said he wants to get involved with stuff in town, and our non-for-profit isn't keeping him like busy enough, which is fine. I could totally give him more things to do, but regardless, like, I keep getting sidetracked but not sidetracked. I do have ADHD. At the same time, I have been like, ooh, tarot card readings, let's do that. Ooh, psychology advice, let's do that. Ooh, this, let's do that. I don't know what works for y'all, but here's what works for me. Whatever I feel like doing is what I'm gonna do with my life. If y'all freaking make suggestions, I might put a thing together for y'all suggesting things. Go team. Otherwise, kind of just going with the flow. I did come up with Take On Me quests in public. So if you're in Niles and you've seen stuff written on the freaking sidewalk, like Take On Me, ? There's a side quest. Whether you want to take it on or not, it's up to you. The couple few I've left out so far are water instead of beer, compliment somebody publicly on social media, at least 4 sentences, and then I left a chalk box beautified somewhere in the city. So I don't know, doing neuropsychology research on how to actually heal others properly in a conducive way should be optional. So, been leaving optional quests out in the world type shit. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. But I probably could ramble on about more. Am I? Peace and love. Drop some questions if you want or not. I'll talk to you later.